even though I have academic excellence award in IIT Kanpur, I face difficulty in IISc coursework. AI and ML is booming. So can I do something with AI and ML? Then I got some idea.
Okay.
Your mind subconsciously thinks like that.
You found your way, you found your Atma.
Yeah.
So that is the finding of not any solution of any problem, that is the knowing yourself. Namaskar dosto, I welcome you all in today's podcast. We have a special guest today, Dr. Ramesh Jay. He has completed his PhD from IISc Bangalore and he is going for a postdoc at Vanderbilt University, USA. So Jay, I welcome you in today's podcast.
Thank you, Kumar, Gaurav, for inviting me for podcast.
Yeah, it's my pleasure. We'll start with the rapid fire round. There will be two round in this rapid fire. In first round, you have to select one option. I'll give a two option and you have to select one. Then we'll move to second round.
Sure.
Okay.
Yeah.
So are you ready?
Yeah.
IISc Bangalore and IIT Kanpur.
IIT Kanpur.
IIT Kanpur.
Yeah.
Great. Allu Arjun or Junior NTR?
Not both.
Not both.
No.
Okay. MATLAB or Python?
MATLAB, because I worked on MATLAB.
Good. AMS or CMS?
CMS.
CMS.
Yeah, I was in
Okay.
both masses.
Okay.
चीटिंग करता है तू.
Okay. So research or modeling?
Research.
Interesting. So let's move to second round. So you have to answer in yes, no or never.
Okay.
Okay.
Sure.
You are not allowed to elaborate the things. Is it a requirement to have a journal paper to awarded a PhD degree from IIT or IISc?
Not required.
Not required.
Yeah.
So without any paper we can submit our PhD.
Yeah, I submitted my thesis without
Great.
papers.
Do well-dressed men attract girls more?
I think that question asked to women, not to men.
No, but you always groomed well and dressed well. So I just wanted to ask.
I think no.
No?
No.
Okay, great. Have you ever faced a mental health issue in during your PhD program?
Never.
Never?
Never.
Great. Jay, could you please introduce yourself and give your academic background?
Yeah, sure. My name is Jay. I did my masters from IIT Kanpur, and then I came for PhD program in IISc.
Yeah. Okay, great. So as you have lived at IIT Kanpur and IISc Bangalore, both the places, and both are the top premier institution of India.
Yeah.
So what do you think about their lab facilities, their infrastructure, sports facilities? Can you compare both the institute?
Yeah, I can say both are having different perspectives,
Okay.
but when it comes to laboratories, I say IISc is the best.
Okay.
But when it comes to infrastructure, sports facilities, I can say that IIT Kanpur is the IIT, not just IIT Kanpur, all IITs are
Better than
the
IISc?
better than IISc.
Okay.
IISc having very poor infrastructure regarding gymkhana facilities and anything etc.
Okay, so extracurriculum activities IISc do very less. So here the infrastructure and all are not that good. You are saying?
In one way, I can say that when it comes to fests, IITs are having much more activities, much more fun activities. When it comes to especially IIT Kanpur, we have tech fest as well as cultural fest. But when it comes to IISc, I think recently they started like Rhapsody.
Yeah.
And when it comes to UZ, UZ is having a long back, the Praviga.
Yeah.
But when we compare both, I don't see IISc having in a larger scale. When it comes to IIT Kanpur, we have a very big festival, Antaragni, and it's not only attracts students within the campus, it also allows all other students from outside.
Okay.
Like you see every corner of students who is going to participate in that event.
So what is the benefit if the people are coming from outside to the campus and enjoying the festival?
See, they actually the festival brings you lots of joy actually.
True.
And another thing is when new students comes, new outsiders comes and see our facilities and they will be come to know that what are the benefits of joining in this institute, what are the advantages that we are going to be benefited from this institute if we get admission in this institute. That stuff we one factor is that.
Okay.
And second thing is like when it comes to students who are inside, so they will feel relief. So they will be having lots of pressure, lots of coursework, lots of research work, etc. But when you see these festivals and all, and they come on together with their friends, they enjoy a lot and they relieve actually.
Okay.
So they get the relief such that after some time they can go back and work nicely.
Oh, great. Okay. So every institute we have student councils. What do you think about IISc Student Council and IIT Kanpur Student Council?
I can say IISc is not having that good student council stuff.
Okay.
When IIT Kanpur is not just IIT Kanpur, all IITs having a good student council support, and they are very active.
Okay.
But when it comes to IISc, so I feel it's very inactive.
Okay.
I can say some of the examples. Like when I was in Kanpur, one of my friends' parents reached night time,
Okay.
and they were not having accommodation. And when we reached the student council, immediately within 5-10 minutes, they resolved the issue.
Okay.
So they are that much active. Not just one example, there are many examples. And when it comes to IISc, I see student council body is not independent as much as of IITs.
What do you mean by independent?
I mean, you just say that okay, everything is done by students, but
Yeah.
really it's not. It's
Okay.
they don't have that kind of
Liberty?
liberty. Yes.
Okay.
You see that example. We have this accommodation, parents when guest house accommodation. So the student only parents, students' parents, either father or mother, only can stay in the guest house.
Yeah.
Only they can book the guest house. But what about siblings? They can't be allowed. They're not allowed actually. So there is another one incident I experienced here. One of my friend in IISc who brought her parents as well as her family members, siblings, and at night 10 o'clock they said that siblings are not allowed to be stay in the hostel accommodation. When we reached the student council, they said it's not in our hands. They can't help, and we have to immediately book outside lodge or somewhere hotels. And then because the siblings are very young, so we kept them inside the campus, and we send parents outside of campus.
Okay.
So I feel it's very bad. So you should resolve this kind of issues. So there was an issue, especially during Independence Day. I went to director office, so they didn't allow me to meet director, and they directly called assistant register and saying that this person approached director office. What should we do? Then he said to them that don't give him permission, don't allow him to meet director. Then they didn't allow me because they know me. Then they suggested you meet register, he might help you.
Okay.
I wanted to take their support. So first I went to student council chairman. He suggested me to go along with the cultural secretary. When I talked to her, she said okay, she will mail him and do the stuff. She informed that he is not going to give me permission. Then I said, why can't you request? She said, please see, I can't go ahead to assistant register. I hope you can understand, she said. I felt like, see, if you can't go ahead of assistant register, for whom you are working? You are working for student benefit or you are working for assistant register? So we are the people who elected you.
Yeah.
So you have to support us. And if you can't fulfill our needs, I don't think that kind of post is necessary for us. So I feel it's not her mistake, It's in our institute, the rules are like that. Means the institute, the student council is obeying to the institute rules. They're not having that much independence. And then I directly went to director office and I thought of handling myself, and they didn't give me permission, and I went to a register office because we are both known to each other. So he gave me permission to talk and almost had 1 hour conversation. In that 1 hour conversation, he is not at all going to give me the opportunity. So instead of that, he's trying to convince me. So I asked the question that, sir, when you can give the opportunity, why are you not giving? See, there are 4,000 students, 5,000 students in institute.
Yeah.
Okay, if you are saying that you are going to give opportunity to other students, so do you really giving opportunity? No.
To any other
Yeah,
students?
to any other students? No. I have witnessed that. So I told him that, sir, okay, I will be coming on to the stage. I will be standing beside here, exactly at this place. So I will be going to be beside to you. So if they are not giving any chance to any other students, do you call me that time and give me opportunity? He
What
denied.
was-
He said, no, the decision is already made. I can't do that. Then why are you convincing me? I asked. Then he said that, okay, you will get lots of opportunities.
Okay.
So I hope you will do better. I hope you understand. I can't put my legs into this mud. Please hope you understand, he said. If you are a register, if you can't give me opportunity, who will give? I asked. Okay, anyhow, I am keeping my application at your desk. In this course of time, if you feel you want to give me opportunity, you just mail me.
Okay.
So that's it. I am leaving my hopes at your desk, and I left that place. Then see, I feel student they are not giving that much importance to student body. I felt
Yeah.
it's not just me. You take student council. Did you ever see that student council is coming on Independence Day and giving talking anything regarding students issues, either on Independence Day or Republic Day or any other event where we are all gathering? I know there is a general body meeting happening, but do you think general body meetings are helping us? I don't feel so. See, every year they conduct general body meeting in NBH or some states.
Yeah.
So I attended one of them. I asked plenty of questions, and I asked them minutes of meeting. So okay, we are conducting every year this. So what is the outcome of this? Are you going to give me anything out of it? Okay, you write, these are the issues we raised. So which are the issues you are going to solve? Are you solving, or just you are taking our issues? So when do you address? So when you address, when you are clarifying to us. So it's like you go to professor, he will say something. If you don't do something, he will ask you, okay, I need this report by this time. Don't you do?
Yeah, we do.
So why only student has to do? Why others are not doing? Why administration is not doing? Why higher authorities are not doing? So I feel the norm should be changed. We should bring some regulations,
Okay.
and we should bring some reformation in our structure of courses,
Okay.
not just in academics, even in administration.
Fair. Okay.
Yeah.
So Jay, we have spoke about IIT Kanpur and IISc Bangalore, both the institution.
Yeah.
So there is always a doubt where to join, whether to go for IISc or IITs. So some MTech student is watching. So for them, what you want to suggest? Where to join for master?
Okay, it depends on their interest. Like
Okay.
if they are interested in pursuing higher education, like after masters, if they want to go for postdoctoral fellowship, so I suggest IIS is best.
Okay.
But when they want to go for job or industries after masters, I definitely suggest them to go for IITs, because I feel IISc course structure for masters is completely different than
IITs.
IITs. When it comes to, for example, in IIT Kanpur, you see we have first 1 year coursework, the next year entirely focused on thesis work.
Yeah.
And there you will explore 1 year research experience. You can taste the experience of research, and then you can decide whether you can go for postdoctoral fellowship or not. But when it comes to IISc, I can say that majority of the courses, all the branches, I feel they have to do lots of courses, around 15 to 16. I don't know whether now they changed it or not. When I joined that time, it was like that. So you have to do almost 3 semesters coursework, and at the final semester, you have to do project work. Along the project, you have to prepare for placements and all. And I don't know the student can do on project.
Okay.
So all along in the entire bachelor's, we do so many courses. And after coming here also, you will again go for so many courses instead of focusing on research, exploring in other way. So I feel for master students, if they want to pursue, I don't suggest IISc.
If they are looking for a job.
Either they are looking for job or something.
Okay.
What I mean to say, IIT's course structure for masters is in much better way as compared to IISc.
Okay.
I can say that the difficulties are there everywhere. But I liked IIT's course structure for masters. So when it comes to IISc, I didn't like much.
So
it's like you do again coursework.
So let's say person A is not clear about his future, what he has to do in future, whether go for academia or industry, and so next step is to do master.
Yeah.
So should they go directly to IIT irrespective of what they are going to see in the future?
I can say not all IITs, the top IITs.
Top 7 IITs?
Top 7 IITs, I can say. After that, you can choose IISc.
Okay.
So first preference is IITs because the course structure I liked in IITs. And then I can suggest that one more thing, like better go for the IITs which are in cities, like IIT Bombay, IIT Madras, IIT Delhi. These are all available in the periphery of city outskirts, right? So when it comes to placements time, so the placement officers can easily approach us.
And
when it comes to IIT Kanpur especially,
okay,
it's very far from the city. You have to go to Delhi. From there, you have to take flight to Lucknow. From Lucknow, there is no flight connection to Kanpur. You have to travel by car or train, and then you will come in winter session. So winters are extreme there. So I feel first they will approach all the nearby IITs which are available in cities. And still they wanted to recruit like Airbus or Boeing. First they will take every IIT some best students. Still if they have requirement, then only they can approach the remote location IITs.
IIT Kanpur, Kharagpur.
Yeah, these are all very far. I don't know if they are already recruited in from IIT Bombay, IIT Madras and Delhi. Then they don't.
To other
yeah,
IIT.
they don't come there, right?
True. Good.
So
this is a good suggestion, I guess.
Yeah.
Jay, you are a gold medalist from IIT Kanpur. When you came to IISc and we spoke about the coursework at IISc Bangalore and IIT Kanpur. So what you feel about how much difficult IISc coursework is? Can you give some thought on this?
Yeah, actually, I don't think gold medal helps in this way.
Okay.
I mean, every course is different.
True.
So it depends on the difficulty level of course and how many students are taking that course. So suppose in IISc, the majority of the courses, most of the students, maximum it will be around 25 to 30. I don't think it won't go beyond 30.
Yeah, true.
Only few courses there are there, but
maybe some UG courses.
Yeah.
Okay.
But when it comes to IITs, the competition level is exceptional. Like one course will be done by 80, 100, like that. Some of the UG courses, they will credit the course is like 400 students, 500 students. It is like compulsory course. These are all compulsory courses. So the difficulty level is different in every course. Even though I have academic excellence award in IIT Kanpur, I face difficulty in IISc coursework
Okay.
because I have chosen my problem in a different domain. So I am very new to that domain. I have to learn everything from basics. So I have taken all my courses in materials department and mechanical department. So I literally felt difficult, even though good student and all. One more thing I want to say: this coursework levels are different in every institute, but IIT Kanpur is having this even grading system.
Okay.
If your marks, they will give you like either 6 or 8 or 10. Not like IISc. IISc gives like 6 to 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, like in that way.
Yeah.
So in that way, if you miss 1 mark there, either you will be in 8th grade or 6th grade. You are not going to be in 7th grade.
Yeah, true.
So, and the competition level is there is humongous. So I feel IIT's coursework is much difficult than IISc because I am new to these subjects. So I felt it.
Okay.
Otherwise, I don't feel this IISc coursework is much difficult.
Jay, you have completed your PhD well within 5 years.
Yeah.
Okay. So I want to ask you how you selected your research problem.
Okay, there are many factors that you have to consider for choosing the problem. First, you need to select the professor, and the professor should be in the same field of interest of yours.
Yeah.
And there are many factors in choosing guide also. Like once you join an IISc or IITs, so they will ask you to choose the guide. So they will give some time, and then you will go to their labs and you will inquire about the guide.
Yeah.
And then you will come to know how will means it's not just professionally, how personally he will be with you. So if you ask the seniors, they will let you know. And then once you decide, okay, this guide is in my field, and I will approach the students. If they are giving positive feedback, then you can opt him. Once you are opting him, then the next step is problem.
Yeah.
How to choose the problem. Like sometimes professors will give their in-hand problems. Sometimes they will ask you to choose by yourself. So if you already know what you wanted to work, it's okay. And you have to ask him whether it's in current frontier research or not.
Yeah.
If he says it's already done, you can't do. For example, in my case, a professor suggested me few topics, and then he emphasized on the importance of corrosion. And he said that we have a project, India DST UK funded project, and if you work on this project, you will be going to have a collaboration with University of Manchester, and then they will help you to do experimentation. So if you have collaborations, and your half of the work will be shared, I feel, because most of my experiments were done in University of Manchester.
Okay.
And here I have only done modeling stuff. What if I don't have collaboration? I have to do both the stuff by myself. Having collaboration helps not only in sharing the work, it also makes you efficient in writing papers. Like you write your own stuff, your part of the work, and they will write their part, and your paper corrections will be going through from our institute professor and that institute professor. So it will enhance our paper quality.
True.
So that is another factor. Not only guide, not only the selection of problem, and if you take into the consideration of collaborations, so that helps you much better way.
Okay.
And
But
then
let's say someone is new to research, they are coming after BTech, direct PhD.
Yeah.
They don't know about any research problem. Guide is telling you go and research yourself and find the problem. I work. This is my lab facilities. So what should they do?
Yeah, I feel they have to search by themselves, and if they don't find the problem, they are in difficulty.
Yeah.
I feel
So
majority.
can you suggest like which kind of problem they should select so that and they can complete well within 5 year, or like it should be like what should be the criteria of selecting those research problem?
See, sometimes even though we select some problem,
Hmm.
and it's depends on the difficulty level, how complex the problem is.
True.
For example, corrosion. Experimentation we can be seen in many institutes, but modeling stuff is very new, and bringing modeling into corrosion is very difficult, and the stochastic nature of handling corrosion, it involves multi-physics and multi-scale modeling. So in that way, I felt like my problem is going to be very difficult, though it's very useful in our current scenario. For example, I went to do courses in materials engineering. I have opted this modeling and simulation of materials.
Okay.
In that course, I have seen many students having difficulty in doing coding, doing mathematical stuff from materials department. Half of them were dropped. I felt why they were dropping. Then I realized that they were not much exposed to mathematics, especially materials department.
Yeah.
I don't know, maybe now they're also coming with mathematics, but when I joined 4 years, 5 years back, it was that scenario. I felt they don't know how to inverse matrix in coding. They know little stuff, maybe they have done in their bachelor's mathematics course, but they haven't really implemented because they mostly focused on experimentation. So I felt there is a scope for me because I am from aerospace. I know good mathematics, numerical stuff. So in that way, if I choose the problem related to materials, and I am very good in computational domain, so I can do something in the materials department. I felt in that way I have chosen this problem. So this is another factor.
Okay.
And the another factor I can say that if you search in internet, like now currently trending is like AI and ML.
True.
See, I when it comes to me, so even though I have chosen the problem in corrosion, and I felt very difficult for 3.5 years to come to some end.
Okay.
Then I was searching what are the things I can do using corrosion. Then I felt this is booming actually. AI and ML is booming. So can I do something with AI and ML? Then I got some idea.
Okay.
Then I adapted that into my modeling. So in that way I benefited actually. So you have to see what are the current trending topics like AI and ML, and with AI and ML what you can do. Not just a mathematical student. Now when it comes to material student, they have to choose, though they mostly do experimentation, I feel they have to learn AI and ML because in future if they want to do some data analytics, like they want to do some linear regression of their data, they collect so much of experimental data. With that data, if they want to do something, extrapolate something, so I feel they really needed knowing the background of AI and ML.
Okay.
So if they know that background, so they can easily adapt and they don't need to be dependent on someone else. So you have to search in LinkedIn and all, what are the available, means if you are going towards industry, okay, what are the current research problem, you can search in LinkedIn itself. They will suggest you, okay, these are the tools available, okay, these are the advanced modeling stuff available, and based on that can I do something, like you have to think.
Okay.
Then this is one factor. Literature survey you have to do thoroughly. Though professors gives you in hand problem, sometimes it's better to do by yourself.
Okay.
Like in my example, I have done this pit to crack transition
Okay.
problem. I have to choose the modeling tools. For example, I have to choose cellular automata for modeling corrosion, and then I want to do fatigue analysis. For that I have chosen extended finite element methods. Then I went to University of Manchester. There I realized that this problem is already done in different ways. I have almost finished 1.5 year, and then I went to collaboration. I was in University of Manchester. What I have observed that the corrosion was modeled by Manchester University professor using cellular automata.
Okay.
Here, my professor,
Hmm.
the same problem was done using extended finite element method.
Mm-hmm.
But they come up with this tie-up,
Mm-hmm.
and they realized that they did different problems.
Hmm.
But eventually what happened, they both have done the same problem using different methodologies.
Hmm.
Then I realized, array, they want to couple it, but they have done same problem. How can I couple?
Mm-hmm.
So there itself, when I realized immediately, I wrote mail to both the professors, sir, we solved the same problem.
Hmm.
Now I don't know what to do.
Mm-hmm.
Then we all had meeting,
Hmm.
online meeting and all. Then there they changed the problem.
Okay.
Once they changed the problem, means we still use these tools, and we will use in corrosion we will use cellular automata.
Hmm.
In mechanical loading we will use XFEM,
Hmm.
and then we will couple fatigue analysis.
Hmm.
Like that they reformulated my problem.
Mm-hmm.
And if I wouldn't have realized in 1.5 years and I was still
Sleeping and doing the same thing,
yeah,
then
same
you would
same
be gone.
stuff, I would be ended up more than 5 years or something.
Yeah, true. Jay, PhD is a long journey.
Yeah.
I used to call it is a test match in a cricket.
Okay.
So you need a consistent way to work to complete your PhD. I want to ask you, what was your daily routine during your PhD?
Okay. I feel many students having this speculation that
Mhm.
I mostly don't work.
Okay.
I think it's because they see the cover of the book. They don't read the book.
Mm-hmm. So
So,
can you make us to read the book?
yeah, actually, I am very punctilious towards my timings.
Okay.
So, I have very hectic schedule.
Mm-hmm.
Like morning 5 o'clock, I wake up
Mm-hmm.
and I go for run for 1 hour. Then I go for tennis 2 hours.
Okay.
Then I will come back, have breakfast.
Mm-hmm.
I will go to lab
Mm-hmm.
10 o'clock till 5 or 6. I will be in lab maximum 7 to 8 hours. I will work efficiently,
Okay.
and then I will come out,
Okay. Then what you do?
and then I will do my extracurricular activities. I go for fun activities. I will be hanging with friends, and then I write poems. I write stories.
Okay.
So I watch movies.
Mm-hmm.
I can go nights out for restaurants. So I mostly spend my nights enjoying nights.
Okay.
So when it comes to weekends, I go for fashion clubs. If I get chance, I will go for ramp walks.
Mm-hmm.
And yeah, this is my
So
daily routine.
okay. So have you never tried 16-hour work?
I
Working for
used
16
to
hour?
I used to try in IIT Kanpur.
Okay.
I used to sleep in the lab itself.
Mm-hmm.
There itself, I will be having mat, and mostly I have to run simulation even nights. So every hour I wake up and run the simulation and sleep. Like that, I used to work that.
Then why you changed?
Because I went to University of Manchester.
Mm-hmm.
There, I found very interesting things.
Mm-hmm.
Like the labs will be open at 9 a.m. and closed by 5 p.m.
Okay. It's not
After
like
that,
IISc, like
yeah,
we
it's
have
not like
peers.
this. It's not like this.
Mm-hmm.
For PhD in European countries and in UK, they're like jobs.
Mm-hmm.
They don't see like
A degree?
yeah, a degree.
Mm-hmm.
So they go for a job 9 a.m. to 5 p.m. They work efficiently. Even I have seen in my lab there, when even their parents call them, they say that, Mom, I am in lab.
Mm-hmm.
I will talk to you on lunch or sometime later,
Okay.
like that.
That
And
dedication
yeah,
is there.
that much efficiently they work. I felt I liked actually.
Mm-hmm.
And then they have so many extracurricular activities. When it comes to IISc, we don't have much scope going exploring outsides and all. But they will go for so many fun activities. They go for skydiving. I feel I don't know, everyone having their habits, but depending on their habits, and they never talk after 5 p.m.
Mm-hmm. You want
about
to ask any
research.
problem,
Yeah.
you won't entertain you?
They won't talk about research
Hmm.
after 5 p.m.
Hmm.
or before that. Only in labs they will talk about all the issues in our problems and all. But when you are out of campus, they never talk about research life or research. And then they mostly go for their personal stuff.
Hmm.
So working efficiently 8 hours is good, I felt. And then I tried that after coming back to India.
Mm-hmm.
Then it worked for me. I don't know
Okay.
whether it works for everyone or not.
Hmm.
But I see if you are sitting in a lab 24 hours,
Mm-hmm.
I don't feel you will produce productive results.
Hmm.
Your mind says that array I am working for 18 hours, 16 hours,
Mhm.
or 12 hours, and still I am not getting results.
Hmm.
I don't know. Your mind subconsciously thinks like that if you stay more time in lab.
Hmm.
But if you work efficiently for 6 to 8 hours, 8 to 10 hours,
Hmm.
I feel that is sufficient.
True.
Beyond that, even our mind need relaxation.
True. True.
So if you focus on games, focus on sports and some fun activities, and you come back tomorrow and work, I feel you will produce the same amount of results that you spend in 2 days.
Yeah. Yeah. True.
So I suggest students having work balance as well as the personal life as well.
Yeah.
So I feel research is not only the life. We have so many things in life.
Hmm.
So we have only one life. We have to balance everything.
Yeah. True. Basically, PhD people used to say they talk about the spirituality and even PhD. It's a part of the life. It's a long journey. So basically, it is journey to find yourself. You found yourself comfortable working 8 hours.
Yeah.
You were working 16 hours someday in IIT Kanpur, but
Yes.
you found yourself that no, 16 hour is equivalent to 8 hours, effective 8 hours.
Yeah.
So you found your way, you found your Atma.
Yeah.
So that is the finding of not any solution of any problem, that is the knowing yourself
Yeah.
better also.
Yeah. Actually, you should know actually what are your strengths,
True.
what are your capabilities, and how to be confident about yourself.
Hmm.
That is what I learned from my masters to PhD. If you are confident, if it is not today, you can achieve in tomorrow.
True.
And there are many instances I also feel low. Of course, PhD is very long journey, I can say. So in that journey, sometimes you feel whether I can finish or whether can my problem will be solved,
Yeah.
or I have to choose another problem. These are all comes into your mind, brain. And if you don't have this mental stability, I feel you need to have mental stability. I got that by focusing on other activities. Like mostly I will be playing games, having fun activities and all. And then you need to have faculty support also.
True. Very good.
Especially I have 2-3 instances. Like I will say, I have to appear comprehensive examination. I was in front of panel members.
Yeah.
And one of the panel members, external panel members having urgent work. He has to go to coursework or something. He said that we have only less time. Can you finish it within this time? I don't want to think about tomorrow. I said, no, I can't cancel for tomorrow. I can't postpone for tomorrow. I will do today itself. Then while I was going, and they said that I have to give presentation within 20 minutes. But I have prepared the presentation for almost 45 minutes to 50 minutes. Almost 50 slides. I said, okay, I will do. Then while I was going through presentation, I was like reading newspaper. Then in between they were asking questions. While going that entire process, I was so much of pressurized and said I was trembled. Then of course after some time I did everything and it went well, and I finished my comprehension on time within 70 minutes. After coming out, I asked my professor feedback. Sir, what was my feedback? I asked. He said that, yeah, everything went well. Why did you tremble in between? Then I said this same reason. Then he told me that, see, your project is known by you only. And you have been known that project from past 2 years. And they are just coming and appearing in front of you in 1 hour. So you are known to that project much more detailed than anybody else. So you have to be that much confident while you are in front of a panel member or anybody, whether you are going to conference, whether are you going to giving lecture or somewhere. You have to be confident and you are going to conquer the world. You have to have that kind of confidence, he said. And there is another instant, like one of my collaborators is not correcting so many times, and my professor asking me to submit, and that professor is taking longer time, and he is asking me to do more simulations, do this thing. Of course, there is nothing wrong. He is trying to improve my paper quality. But the thing is, I am almost finishing my PhD. So for that, I have to make him understand that I have to do it right now. I can't do those simulations. But I am not able to say no. So when I went to my professor and say, sir, can you write mail to Bob? I am not able to make him convince.
Okay.
Then he said, see, the PhD life is all about where to say, how to say, and when to say no. You have to learn how to say no. So if you can't do it, whether you go to academics, whether you go to industry, you will be in difficulty. Such kind of things, I really feel faculty support is needed. So if they are giving you confidence levels, that helps you so much. Yes.
So did you try for PMRF?
I don't think it's a good scheme.